So I got a tip for when you go to replace the alternator. This little portion of the alternators have a little saddle that they sit in between, and they have an adjustable bushing. So if you look down here on this saddle, the little metal bushing at the bottom corner right here is designed to slide back and forth. And most of the time when you take an alternator out or put one in, they're pinched in and the alternator won't slide into the bracket here. Or depending on what type of car you're working on, if you have access, you can just tap it from the back with a little brass hammer and drive the bushing out. But in a lot of cases, they're too tight to get in there to do it. So what I do is I take a bolt like this here. This is about 2.5 inches long, and I slide it through like this. So I'm going to slide it through like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a socket that fits over the bushing. It's bigger than the bushing here, so it's going to fit around the bushing. So this happens to be a 19 millimeter socket. So I'm going to slide it over, and then I'm going to put a nut on the other side of the bolt there. And then what I'm going to do is tighten this nut. And as I tighten this nut here, it's going to pull the head of the bolt through and push that bushing in towards the socket. So it's going to pull that bushing inwards. So we only need to get it to go inwards a few millimeters, and that should be enough to get your alternator to slide into position. So in this case, I'm using a wrench to back it up, and I'm using a little shorty ratchet with a little flex head to get in here. These are not very tight, so they should move pretty freely or easily. So you're just going to do it a few turns, and then you can go ahead and remove the bolt. And if you look down here, this little bushing has moved forward, giving me a slightly bigger gap to slide the alternator in. So now you can take your alternator, slide it back down into position, and as you can see, it slid right into place. And even if you wiggle it, it has a little bit of play, so it helps it make it easy to start the bolts. So the next time you change an alternator, give this a try, and you'll be amazed how much easier your life will be. I'm Brian Essick from How To Automotive. I'd like to thank you guys for watching my videos, encourage you to subscribe, invite you to head over to the howtoautomotive.com website for more valuable videos like this. Thank you again for watching.